Hello everyone, Ponzi here. Today we're going to be making some super grots out of the Caradron Overlord's Archanaut company and some Gretchen from the 40k kit. There's links in the description to the Games Workshop page. If you use the affiliate link I will get some compensation at no extra cost to you. So here I am using sprue glue to stick the arms on. Most of the arms in the Archanaut kit look a bit like Goblin Tech anyway, so you could just stick with that. Alternatively, as you can see in the background, I have got some orc bits, which I did do for another one. So I was just cutting away at the neck to make a bit more space for the goblin head. It's a little bit bigger than the dwarven heads that are normally on the Caradron Overlords, but as you can see, it's quite a good fit. Just using more sprue glue here to help with it here. And while that sets, I was working on my next one. I saw this gun, which I thought would be an excellent fit to put like a big shooter on instead. So I've snipped away as carefully as I can because I keep all these bits for future projects. And initially I thought maybe putting this prodder from Runt Herd on the front to make it look like a shotgun, but I instead decided to go with a orc shooter. So initially I thought I'd go for this shooter, which is from the Death Dread kit, I believe. That bit flew off and went somewhere, which I did manage to find in the end, luckily. So after sort of doing a few dry tests and clipping off away the other hand, because it is quite hard to see, but there are two little hands. Once they're attached to the arms, it's much easier to see, but just using an X-Acto knife here to make sure I don't clip too much off of the hands itself, because I don't think there are many of these arms. It's mainly the other ones where they're holding axes or pistols. So after applying more sprue glue to the arms and the hands and letting them dry, I started testing which shooter I like the look of until I found this big shooter, which from the Orc Boy kit, and the hand wouldn't quite fit, so I snipped off a little bit of sprue to fill in the gap. Here I'm just snipping it, getting the right size, and just applying a bit of sprue. Not the sprue goo this time, just the normal Tamiya extra thin. So after that had set, I put the hand on and let that all set. And while letting those bits go, I find a body for this arm, and there was a few things wrong with this shooter. It was way too big and wide for a small dwarf / goblin hand to hold on to it, so I had to cut away quite a lot of the material, as you can see. So here I am just attaching it to the main body and scraping away quite a lot of the material. So after letting that stick together, I'm trying now with the other arm as a sort of dry fit. I was quite happy after working for a while and removing more material. From underneath it doesn't look quite right, but no one's really going to pick up your model and look at it from underneath. That's why, you do zenithal highlights. All the important stuff is on top anyway. So it wasn't quite sitting right, so I went back and redid it. And after I was happy, I re-glued everything back together. As you can see here, just sticking it again. And that was the last fit. In the Gretchen kit there is a goblin or Gretchen head which has got a helmet on, which I thought would be perfect, and not that one. This other one that I will show in a moment. So after attaching more sprue goo, here it is, I have clipped it off, and I'm just cleaning up some of the mold lines. And he looks a bit like a space marine actually, or a squat that they used to make back in the day. So from the front it looked fine, and then I thought I'd check the back. Oh, yeah, that neck's not quite lined up, so I had to readjust that. And then I just used my knife to move around the sprue goo a bit. And after it was all done, this is what they look like. I made one more off camera, and the one on the far left has got a bunch of orc bits rather than the normal ones, and I think they turned out great. And if you did too, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.